नाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। Okay, so till the last class we were in the Aaranya Kanda we started, and then we saw how Sita Rama Lakshmana, they were moving along with the sages as they were traveling in the forest. They were not just going alone. So this is never shown either in our mainstream media. It's always shown that Sita Rama Lakshmana, they were just only 3 of them going to places. No, till 10 years or no 13 years, till 13 years were over. Until that time, what they were doing, they were only going about along with different sages. They're going to different ashramas every time. And you saw how Valmiki Maharshi was explained. So as they used to go on a trip, from one dham to another dham, it was like a pilgrimage trip to them. And anytime Rama wants to know, or just for this, as he's acting, as a human being, at the same time he's showing his inconceivable potencies, but he knows everything. But for us to know, he's asking that question. So what pastime happened here? What pastime is happening below this pond? Why we see, hear the sounds? And all the sages around him, they explain. So even the sages want to, live along with Sita Rama Lakshmana. So they were never alone. Okay. And like this, almost 13 years were over. Okay. And finally, they reached to Panchavati. Okay. Panchavati was on the banks of Godavari River. The present day, it is, they say that, it is in the Nashik region in Maharashtra, or it is also there in Telangana near Bhadrachalam. So in these 2 places, they have said. So one may question, how come it is also already there at the starting point of Godavari and also here? So because Sita, this Rama's incarnation has happened multiple times. So there is a kalpa bheda. Okay, anytime you see a difference in the or contrasting difference between like at the same Leela or the same pastime happening at 2 different locations or happening in 2 different ways, we would say that it's a kalpa bheda. Kalpa bheda. Kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. Kalpa bheda means within 1 day of Brahma, on the other day of Brahma, between those 2, again, these incarnations take place, and almost the story will be the same, but there will be a slight change. Few changes will be there. So that is why both Bhadrachalam and also Nashik, they're authorized, as Acharyas have said. Okay. So nevertheless, it is on the banks of Godavari River. On the banks of Godavari, they have made their Parnashala, or what we call as a hermitage. Okay. And we saw how dedicated Sita Rama Lakshmana were to do their morning sadhana. Okay, every day, even though it was so cold that even an elephant was not able to drink the water. It's such a cold water. Sita Rama Lakshmana, they would take bath in that river before the sunrise or during the Brahma Muhurta. Okay, so now on, what happens is that this place was chosen in such a way because Agastya Muni has given this place. He says that this is Nirmanushyam. That means that you will not find any inhabitants of any human beings around those places. So he said, Rama, it will be very peaceful for you. But the thing is, it will be the best place for Sita Devi to go to Lanka to do what? To deliver Vibhishana, actually. So one of the Sri Sampradaya Acharyas have said, she has traveled all the way there to deliver Vibhishana. That's why it's called as Vibhishana Sharanagati. Okay. So now they were all living in that Panchavati, and every day they were following their sadhana, their rituals. They were living happily. So Valmiki Maharshi says, Tadasinasya Ramasya Katha Sansakta Chetasaha Tam Desham Rakshasi Kachit Ajagama Yadrichahya. So one day what happened, Sita Rama Lakshmana, after they performed the morning rituals, some few saints came there. Sages, they came there. And they were absorbed in some, in philosophical discussion about devotion service and all those. At that time, a Rakshasi, a demoness, Rakshasi, Yadrichahya. Yadrichaya means actually by the will of the providence. She saw Rama. Satu Shurpanakha nama Dashagrivasya Rakshasaha Bhagini Ramam Asadya Dadarsha Tridasha Upamam. Valmiki Maharshi says, this Shurpanakha nama Dashagrivasya Rakshasaha. She is sister of Ravana. So Ravana's name is not mentioned here, not like Ravana. He's mentioned as Dashagrivasya. Dashagriva means the one who has 10 faces, or 10 necks, or 10 heads. Okay, imagine a person having 10 necks popping out of the body. That's why later when we go into Kishkinda Kanda, Vali says, you look like an insect. Some insects are very horrible to look at. If you do a close look up, what insect are you? Because he had 10 faces coming out of his body. Not like how it is traditionally shown in the dramas or in movies that Ravana is having 10 faces side by side by side. Not like that. He had 10 necks over his body. Dashakantha, he said, Dashagriva, his 10 necks. But he also had the power to disguise himself. So he would normally disguise himself into one head. Okay. But when he's put into the most vulnerable situation, when he is unable to control himself with the power, then again the Dashagriva will, the 10 heads come out. Okay. So this Shurpanakha, she saw the beautiful form of Rama. Deeptasyam cha mahabahum padmapatrayada ikshanam gajasi vikranta gamanam jata mandala dharini sukumaram mahasatvam parthiva vyanjanam anvitam ramam indivarashyamam kandarpa sadrisha prabham babhuva indropamam drishtva rakshasi kama mohita. When she looked at Rama, she couldn't control herself, glorifying Rama. Ramam Indivarashyamam, Sukumaram, Sattvam, Parthivam. So she's saying, oh my goodness, he has a face very radiant. His arms are lengthy. He has broad shoulders. His eyes are like lotus petals. He has the stride like that of an elephant. And he's having a matted hair. Jatamandala dharinim. He's very vigorous. He possesses all the kingly aspects. And his complexion is like deep blue, like blue lotus. There are lotuses, not just we know there are pink lotuses, there are white lotuses, and there are blue lotuses also. I mean, little purple, violetish color. So, looking at that beautiful form, she became what? Kama Mohita. Kama means became very lusty. Okay. As per this, Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana, whenever Kama is mentioned, we should all understand that it can be taken in multiple perspectives. When we say Kama, it means lust. Lust doesn't mean that it is only sexually inclined. Any deep desire, very deep desire to gratify senses is basically Kama. Okay. Because as we all know that in our sages have also mentioned that the highest pleasure that a living entity gets in this material universe is through sex. So the highest pleasure one would get by gratifying or satisfying, or when he gets the pleasure, is through the senses. And that senses, if it is acted in other ways, like even if it can be tongue, or it can be eyes, nose, mind, intelligence, the three subtle and the five gross. When someone want to satisfy these senses very badly, it is termed as Kama. Here, in this case, it is she wants to enjoy Rama. Okay. See, normal sages, when Sita Rama Lakshmana were traveling in the forest, they themselves got captivated by the beauty of Rama. She is a demon. Automatically, she would be. So here, Valmiki Maharshi explains, how does she look like? Now, Rama was glorified. Indivara Shyamam, Padmapatraksha, Gajavikranta, Jatamandala, Sukumaram. Now, he explains how Surpanakha was. Sumukham durmukhi Ramam Vrittamadhyam Mahodari Vishalaksham Virupakshi Sukesham Tambramurdhaja Priyarupam Virupasa Suswaram Bhairavaswanar Tarunam Daruna Vriddha Dakshinam Vamabhashini Nyayavrittam Sudurvritta Priyam Apriyadarshana Shariraja Samavishta Rakshasi Ramam Abravit. Again and again, he is associating her or telling her as a Rakshasi, Rakshasi, Rakshasi. So she is a demoness who is facially, the mukha is very durmukha. That means facially very unpleasant. But Rama is very pleasant faced. She is, her belly, she has a big belly, like a pot belly. But Rama is a very slim-waisted one. Rama's eyes are like lotus, but she had a broad eyes, dangerous eyes. Surpanakha has copper-haired one, but Rama has neatly, very nice hair. She's ugly featured, but Rama was having charming features. Her voice, okay, her voice is like a donkey voiced, but Rama had a gentle voice. And here it is mentioned Surpanakha is very old, but Rama is most young. Surpanakha is a crooked talker, but Rama is a very pleasant talker. His speech is very pleasant. Surpanakha is ill-mannered, but Rama is very well-mannered with everyone. She's uncultured, but Rama is cultured. She's abominable, but Rama is very amiable. So she saw all those qualities. Whatever Rama doesn't have, she has it. So she wants to approach Rama, but she cannot approach. See, imagine such an old lady. Okay, but she was powerful. Okay, so she had a power to change her appearance. So she changed her appearance as the most beautiful lady. She says, Jati tapasa rupena sabharyah sharachapadh agatatvam imam desham katham rakshasa sevitam kim agaman krityam te tat tvam akyatum arhasi. So she changed her appearance, she disguised herself, and she came in front of the trio, Sita, Rama, Lakshman. He says, you look like a sage. I mean, you're dressed like a sage, but you're holding bow and arrows. You come here as if like a Vanaprastha, along with your wife. But you look so valorous, like as if you're ruling here. Can you tell me why did you come here and what is your purpose? You see, now the Rama speech, what he gives, he does not see, he has been asked many times over and over again, why you are here, why you are here. Where he has to explain in detail, such a place he would explain, like to Atri Maharshi or other sages. Where it is not required, he will keep it very concise. So he said, there is a king named Dasharatha. I'm his eldest son, and people call me Rama. He's my Lakshmana, he's my younger brother, and he is a very devoted to me, and that's why he has followed me. She's my wife. She's the daughter of Videha's king, Janaka Maharaj, and she's known as Sita. Just following the orders of my father, for the because I want to establish him in the truthfulness, I'm living this ascetic life. I have come here to forest to dwell. That's all he said. Okay. See, one very good learning here is that even any new person who may be, when a person speaks to you very closely for the first time, immediately one should not open his heart. So Rama does not open, my mother, Kaikeyi, all that things. Shouldn't bring, just whatever is required at a summary. He told her. Now Rama asking her, who are you? Whose wife are you? What is your name? Whose daughter are you? Then Surpanakha said, my name is Shurpanakha. I can change my body and appearance, and I normally move very freely in this forest. Okay. The moment someone says this, that I'm moving freely in the forest, Sita, Ram, Lakshman both understood this is some demon, because a very well-cultured woman would never do that. As per the Vedic culture, woman is saying as mother. Okay, we never say as a sister or someone. That is not authorized. Chanakya Pandit, Shankaracharya, they all say matrum, that every woman apart from your wife, she is a mother. Whether she's younger in age or elder in age, doesn't matter. She's mother. That's why in many of this in the South Indian states, they call even the small girl as Amma or Ma. They end with that name, with that verb. So a mother must always be protected. It is a duty of the son or every Purusha, male, to protect a woman, to give her all the necessities of her life, to keep her satisfied. It is a duty of the man. So a woman by nature, because she's undergoing so much of biological changes every month, and she's giving birth and all, basically she has less strength when compared to a man. When it comes to the fight and power, it is definitely the men who are in the same community or in the same duty, they're a little more powerful, because men don't undergo biological changes. Women do. They have lot of things to offer from their body to a new child and all that. So that's why the Lord had planned that the men have given the most difficult responsibilities to protect the family. Now, if it is said that if a woman is freely moving in forests, that means what? That means she's able to subdue the ferocious animals. Because now we saw when Sita, Rama, Lakshmana were in the forest, they have encountered so many demons, they have encountered so many animals, ferocious animals who were attacking them. Then Rama killed all of them. That means even she would also face all those obstacles. With this sword, they understood that she's not a normal human being. Although she's disguising as a most beautiful woman here, she's not. Then she says, she opens, my brother is the valorous and the mighty Ravana. He is the king of all the demons. He is the son of the Vishravasa. And the mighty Kumbhakarna, who is always in sleep. 6 months he is in sleep, 6 months he'll be awake. He is my brother. And the righteous Dharma Atma Vibhishana, he is also my brother. But you ignore Vibhishana. So this is a cheap look of Rakshasas. They don't look a person who's following the duties properly. They don't regard them nicely. So she's disregarding or insulting Vibhishana there in front of Rama. This Vibhishana is one black spot in our family. He does not behave like a demon. And I have 2 more brothers here. Their names are Khara and Dushana. They're very renowned in their bravery in the war. So she introduced like this. Immediately she's proposing to Rama. Rama, she's saying, you accept me as your wife and you will be very happy. You see how she is going about her attitude? If you accept me as your wife, and you will be very happy if you marry me, what Sita will bring you? She's so ugly. She's very unloving. She's without any shape. She's unworthy to be your wife. And I'm the only one worthy to be your wife. So treat me as your wife. No marriage ceremony also. Directly treat me. And when she looked at Sita, basically, she became very envious of her beauty also. That's why all these things are coming. So she's saying, shall I eat up this disfigured, dishonest human female? And after we eat up, with lustily, see, the way she had mentioned, I cannot say it here, but she said we can enjoy lustily and wander in the forests. In other words, we can enjoy each other like animals. So she spoke with such a dishonor. She's filled with lust. So see, Rama Lakshmana understood this. She's a woman. What is she talking? She's going to eat up Sita? So now Rama is speaking very pleasantly. Kritadaro asmi bhavadi bharya iyam dayita mama. Padvidhanam tu narinam sudukha sasapatnata. But as I mentioned, Rama is a very well-mannered. He is very amiable. He does not speak harsh words. So pleasantly he replied, you see, I'm a married man and this is my dear wife. So it will be very distressing for you, for women like you, to live with such a co-wife. Okay, but he's my younger brother. His name is Lakshmana. He has got a very good conduct. He's very good looking. He's as prominent and very valiant one. And he's right now here without any wife. So he can become a fit husband of yours, fit enough to satisfy all your needs. Immediately, Surpanakha went to Lakshmana. You see the nature of that demon. That's why she's Rakshasi. So many times, Valmiki Maharshi mentions Rakshasi Surpanakha. Without any shame, the brother is denying. Immediately, the elder brother is denying. She's going to younger brother. And Lakshmana said, Katham dasasya meda. She went to Lakshmana and said the same thing. You accept me with as your wife and we'll enjoy on all those things. And Lakshmana said, Katham dasasya medasi bharya bhavitum ichchahasi. Soham aryena paravan ratra kamala varnini. See, Katham dasasya. Why do you want to become a female servant? Because by becoming my wife, I am already a servant to Sitaram. So becoming my wife, you'll also become a servant to them. I'm just a servant. And he joked, you look beautiful than Sita. I think it's because of Rama's attachment to Sita, he cannot marry you. Immediately she was running towards Sita to attack her. Why? Because it is because of Sita that she is not able to either get the brother nor the younger brother, elder brother nor the younger brother. That time Rama did a hunkaram. Hunkaram is like, the sages do that so that the people get stopped. Okay, so she stalled. Immediately he ordered Lakshmana, you cut her ears and nose, make her disfigured. Why? Because it is never allowed that a woman can be killed in our Vedic literatures. Women can never be given a capital punishment. So the most the punishment which is equivalent to her death is disfiguring. So Lakshmana made her ugly. Savirupa Mahaghora Rakshasi Shonita Ukshita Nanad Vividhan Nadan Yatha Pravrishi Toyadaha. So when she became defaced, that means her nose and ears were cut, she was covered with blood, and she came to her original body and she ran to Khara. Khara is one of the brothers who is living in the same in the nearby forest. So looking at her Kharas, what happened? Tell me who had done like this to you. I'll kill him. See, based on the person whom she's talking to, she changes the story. Okay, that means she's not chaste, and that is not a quality of a woman. She said, Tarunau Rupasampannau Sukumarau Mahabalau Pundarika Vishalakshau Chera Krishna Jinambarau Palamola Ashinau Dantau, Tapasau, Brahmacharinau, Putrau, Dasharathasya Astam, Bhratarau Rama Lakshmanau. First, she's glorifying the features of Rama. This Sukumara, she has broad Mahabalav, a great strength he has. He's Rupa Sampanna, his beauty, he's complete with all the beauty, beauty. Pundarika Vishalaksha, broad-eyed, all that. So there are two, these adult, at least the young, they're very good looking, very gentle, very greatly. They have eyes broad like lotuses. They're dressed in jute clothes or deer skin, and they're living on fruits and roots. They are very celibate, brahmachari now, celibate. They are the sons of Dasharatha, namely Rama and Lakshmana. Taruni Rupa Sampanna Sarvabharana Bhoshita Drushta Tatra Mayanari Tayo Madhye Sumadhyama. Now, there is a woman who was there. She was very beautiful. And she was, her curves were very nice. I saw her between these two beautiful boys. Very, very beautiful. Sarva Bharana. See, Sarva Bharana Bhoshita. Abharana means what? Ornaments. She was adorned with lot of ornaments. So you see this again and again. What people they show in the movies is not what Valmiki Maharshi is explaining. That she's wearing all the ornaments. Just as Dasharatha Maharaj ordered Lakshmana, you take all the things necessary for Sita Devi to look like a queen for 14 years. Okay, so she's adorned with all the ornaments. So I just went to her because I'm a woman. I just went to her. Immediately, these two boys, they disfigured me. Is this the story? What happened? She was actually going to her to eat her or to destroy her. And that's when they stopped and disfigured. But she changed her story. Then Khara, he immediately orders his 14 great warriors. He sent these warriors to Panchavati so that they can kill Rama Lakshmana. So they went to Panchavati for war. Rama, simply sitting there, he released 14 arrows, and the arrows they ruptured the hearts of these 14 warriors. And then the arrows touched the ground. That means it went through their hearts, touched the ground, again went back to the quiver of Rama. Again, that means Agastya Muni and Vishwamitra Muni, all the sages have given that. Charabhanga Muni, he has also given all this knowledge to him. So he has a quiver, which is never-ending quiver. Those arrows will go, he will release those arrows will hit the target and come back again and to his quiver. Now Shurpanaka is seeing whether they are getting subdued or not. And that's why Krishna explains what is the cause of anger. The cause of anger is when your lust or when your desire is not fulfilled, you become angry. Okay, so she saw that these 14 warriors were killed. Again, she went to Khara and reported. Now, Khara, he arranged for 14,000 soldiers, and along with him, he took Khara and Dushana and Trishira and other demons. See, 3 Shira. Shira means heads. 3 means 3. Okay, so Trishira means that demon had 3 heads. So they were all like these people, demons. They all went along with 14,000 soldiers. They went to Panchavati. Now Rama, Sita, Rama, Lakshmana, they saw some bad omens. Without any reason, it became very dusty. Very dusty. And there was no wind also. Vultures were circling around the sun. Foxes are looking at them and shouting. Okay. Then, when Kara and Dushana, they were approaching Rama, they saw these bad omens, and an eagle came and sat on Kara's flag and flew away. They could see stars in the daylight, and it was becoming bad. It was becoming, dark. Then Kara and Dushana, they saw all the bad omens as they were approaching, but still they ignored. They were saying what these bad omens will do. Rama also saw the same bad omens. But Rama says, Lakshmana, yes, these are bad omens, but these bad omens are looking like favorable to us. So Lakshmana, what you do, you take Sita Devi and you go into the cave. It looks like someone is coming to attack us. So you take Sita and you go into the nearby cave. I know you alone can destroy them, but this time, I wish fighting today. I wanted to fight them and kill all of them. Because Rama gave that word to all the sages that he's going to wipe out the roots of all the demons. When this was going to happen, all the sages, the demigods, they also appeared in the sky. They wanted to see. Why? Because there are 14,000 demons on one side and Rama on the other side. It looked like as if a great annihilation was about to happen, or the pralaya was about to happen. So those 14,000 demons, they came and they were trying to throw some weapons, and they're trying to harm Rama from a distance. What Rama did, he looked at them and he started shooting the arrows. And how he was shooting, so suppose you have to shoot an arrow, you have to bend your hand behind your back and take an arrow from the quiver. Quiver is because it is tied to your body, it will be behind. So the hand has to go back, pick up a arrow, put it on the bow, aim it on the target, and release. Valmiki Maharshi mentions nobody could see when Rama was reaching to his quiver, when he could put it on the bow to aim, and when he was releasing. That means his hand was moving so fast that they could only see an incessant amount of arrows coming out of his bow. Well, just like when fan is running at a very high speed, you can't see the blades of the fan. Like that, Rama was releasing the arrows. So now here Valmiki Maharshi again explains that nobody could see that Rama is releasing the arrows, but we know they have been released. How? Because the opposite person is dying. I mean, even the arrows also you could not see. They were so fast that nobody even could point out, okay, arrow is released now. The only way you can make it like one can understand that Rama is shooting the arrows, because the opposite 14,000 demons, one by one, they were all dying. So Rama killed the commander-in-chief. Then what happened? Khara, he was running towards Rama to attack him. So first, he doesn't kill immediately. You see, first he cut off the two hands of Khara. Then again he was trying to come. He cut off his legs. Again he was trying to approach and kill him. Then Rama killed him. So within very short period, Muhurta Ardha, that means 1 hour 12 minutes. In 1 hour 12 minutes, 14,000 demons were killed. And when they come with an army, they just don't come along with themselves. They come with animals like elephants and all those. So there were so many elephant heads that were ruptured. Horses were ruptured, were killed. There were blood flowing like river. All the weapons, 14,000 people's weapons, they were aiming at Rama. Rama could not just destroy these weapons in air, but he killed them. Some of them did poke Rama, but it didn't make a big difference. All the 14,000 demons were killed. Then Rama came back to Panchavati. Sita, Lakshmana, they were seeing it, all these things from a cave. First time she gets to watch a war. So she is amazed. So she came back and she hugged, embraced Rama. And in Kshatriyas also, whenever they go to a war, and when the king returns after winning, and also his body's blood, the queen will be very happy to embrace, because it is not just blood, it is for her, it is a great win. So just as a Kshatrini or a queen, she came and she embraced Rama. Tadatu Rama Rakshasa Sanghamardhanam Sapujyamanam Muditaihi Mahatma Bhihi Punaha Parishvajya Muda Anvita Anana Bhuva Drishtva Janakatmaja Tada. So Surpanakha, she witnessed this incident now, and her desire was not fulfilled. And this transformed into a great anger, rage, and then revenge. Now she goes to Ravana's assembly and she reported. So Valmiki Muni explains how Ravana is there in Lanka. Sa dadarsha vimana agre Ravanam deepta tejasam upopavishtam sachivaihi marudbhihi iva vasavam. So when she arrived there, she saw Ravana, who was effulgent with his own radiance, seated on Pushpaka Vimana. That means, see, Dadarsha Vimana Agre. That means he was sitting on the airplane, Vimana, or the plane, Pushpa, the plane of flowers. And his ministers were all around him. And it looked like Indra was sitting amidst various demigods. That means he was also very effulgent because of his tapasya. Asinam Surya Sankasho Kanchane Paramasane Rukmavedi Gatam Pragyam Jvalantam Iva Pavakam. So he was seated like a demigod of sun on a golden throne. And it resembled like as if a fire sacrifice was happening there. He was resembling like a blazing ritual fire sprouting out of the Yajna Kunda. She saw such a Ravana. Vishnu Chakra Nipataihi cha Shatasho Deva Sanyuge Anyaihi Shastraihi Praharaihi cha Mahayuddheshu Taditam. And Valmiki's Maharshi is explaining that his body has hundreds of marks. And what are the wound marks? Okay. suppose if there is a very deep wound, it has a permanent mark on your body. Now, who caused these marks? Vishnu Chakra Nipataihi. These marks were caused by Sudarshana Chakra for hundreds of times in war with demigods. There are other marks by demigod weapons on his body. Anyaihi Shastrahi. There are other marks also with other weapons. Shurpanakha saw such a Ravana. Now, when someone hears it, what do you understand? What do you understand? Suppose if someone says that if you see someone and you see that, okay, he has got a wound which is beaten up by the police of, in this Texas, and then there are wounds which are caused by police of New York, and then there is a wounds caused by police of California. What do you understand? That he, yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
He's been through a lot of battles.
Exactly, that is right. So he was not a good citizen. He was doing a lot of shady work. So like that here, he's been getting wounded by Sudarshana Chakra, by different weapons of demigods. That means he was not following the dharma or the righteous way. And for fun, this Ravana, he takes mountain peaks and throws them in the air just for fun. He loves torturing demigods. And he's a molester of others' wives. This is what is mentioned. Valmiki mentions this. He went to Patalalok, defeated Vasuki, defeated Taksha, abducted the wife of Taksha. He defeated Kubera, got all the opulences of Kubera. Because this Lanka was actually Suvarna Lanka. It is a golden Lanka. As Prabhupada mentions that when this Lanka was being built, the Kubera, he got the gold to build this city exactly going. See, Earth is a globe, right? So exactly going behind that Lanka. So Prabhupada says, if you want to see this, the present day Brazil. Okay, so the gold mines were in Brazil, and from that the gold were taken to Lanka, and it was used to build that city. So who built that city? It was actually the city of Kubera. Kubera built it. And then, since Kubera is a stepbrother of Ravana, he wanted that city. So he started fight with Ravana, and Kubera does not want to fight. So he asked Kubera, he went to his grandfather Brahma, and asked, what should I do with this person? The Ravana said, no, you just travel to north. You don't stay there. You give whatever is there to Ravana, and you go back to the north. Because he has got all the boons from me. Let him misuse all of them. You leave this place and you go. So Kubera, he gives everything to Ravana. Even the Pushpaka Vimana, the aeroplane of flowers, the plane of flowers is also belongs to Kubera. Okay. So Shurpanakha, she saw such a Ravana being seated on the throne. Pramattaha kama bhogeshu svaira vritto nirankushaha samutpannam bhayam ghoram bodhavyam na avabuddhyase. Now she went directly in front of Ravana and started shouting at her brother. Ravana, you are always engaged in sense gratification. Kama mohita, always. Kama bhogeshu. Bhoga means, to again, that is unoffered to deity. And another one is bhogam, also means to enjoy. So she's saying you're always engaged in sense gratification. You don't know how much of big calamity and disaster is falling upon you. So the king who will not deal with the concerns of a kingdom in person, that means he has to personally, if he does not take care, on time, then all the people in that kingdom, they will die. You are very childish and you don't have brains. You are not you're unable to know the approaching danger because you are very carefree, you're very careless. So how do you think you will thrive as a king? So she's talking, and Ravana was shocked because a sister is saying, and Ravana believes it's a sister. She will not bluff. And she's continuing. It looks like that you don't have a worthy spies or ministers. That's why you're not being informed of how all the demons in Janasthana were killed. Then she says, Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam Bhima Karmanam Hatani Ekena Ramena Haraha Cha Sahadoshanaha. A single personality called Rama. Hatani Ekena Ramena. Eka means one. A single personality, one person, Rama, eliminated 14,000 dreadful and ferocious demons in Janasthana, along with Khara, Doshana, and Trishira. That champion, or that Rama, he promised to all sages to give protection and to safeguard Dandaka forest. Now Ravana becomes very attentive and asked, Kahcha Ramah Katham Viryah Kim Rupah Kim Parakramaha Kimartham Dandakaranyam Pravishtascha Sudustaram. So who is this Rama? How brave is he? What is his caliber? For what reason he entered this highly dangerous Dandaka forest? Why did he kill Kharadoshana and Trishara? Why did he make you disfigured? Your nose and ears are chopped. What happened? So Surpanakha is now replying. See, first of all, if she goes directly to him and says whatever has happened, then Ravana says, that is your mistake. Why did you go and approach them? So first she brought that urgency of that issue, that there is some danger is falling upon you and you're going to die. All the people in the kingdom are going to die. Then that will raise attention of that king. So she did all those diplomatic veneers. So she said, Dirgabahu Vishalaksha Chera Krishna Janambaraha Kandarpa Samarupascha Ramo Dasharathatmajaha. So this Rama is Dasharatha's son. He has long arms. Again, you see, every time anyone asks about Rama to Surpanakha, she first glorifies how beautiful he is. So his beauty is so, that's what the one of the Bhagavan's definition is Aishwaryasya, Shrihi. So he's so beautiful. So for an enemy, right? For an enemy, normally, if you have an enemy, you won't normally glorify that enemy. If anyone glorifies that enemy, you won't like it. But here, she wanted Rama to get killed, but she couldn't control herself glorifying Rama. So again, he has long arms, very keen, very broad-eyed, but he's living like a sage in the forest. He's wearing the dress of the black deer, skin of the black deer. And even in that dress, he resembles the Manmadha, the Cupid. And when he fought, I was unable to see when and how he drew his arrows from his quiver on the battleground. Nor did I see how he strung his bow. Nor did I see those arrows from his bow coming out. But here is where she says, but I know for sure he has shot that arrows because I could see the opposite side. The demons were all getting killed. He's that fast. Along with him, his brother Lakshmana, he was equivalent in his bravery. And he has all the characteristics of Rama. He's also there. And like that, Lakshmana is very easily irritable. Why? Because he's the one who cut the nose and ears of Surpanakha. But he has a very strong determination. He's very highly intellectual. He's very mighty one. He is a life of Rama. Now, she glorifies Sita. Ramasya tu Vishalakshi Purnendu Sadrisha Anana Dharmapatni Priya Nityam Bhartraha Priyahite Rataha. But Ravana, there is a woman amongst them. She has very broad eyes like lotus. Her face is similar to a full moon, Purna Chandra. She is very dear to Rama as she is his Dharmapatni, a wife, a very chaste wife. And she always desires in the well-being of Rama. Without her, Rama cannot live. She looks very beautiful. She looks just like Lakshmi Devi herself. She has a complexion matching the shade of a gold. Her nails are very rosy. She has very nice curved hips. She has a slim waist. She is the daughter of King Videha and she is known as Sita. Sita nama vararoha vaidehi tanu madhyama. So far, Ravana, I have not seen any goddess with such a beauty. There is not even a Gandharva female, a Yaksha, a Kinnara female. No, there is no beauty that can match her beauty in this material world. Such a beauty doesn't exist on the face of this earth, at least. If she embraces anyone, that means that person must be greater than Indra. So, when I looked at her, I thought she's very suitable to be your wife. And I feel that you will be the best husband for her. Is this what happened? When she saw Sita Devi, what did she say? Who is this ill-faced, who is looking so ugly? All that. But now, she's changing her words. This is what Rakshasas are. They don't have to be like, in a demonic body. They can be within us itself, like humans. So she says, my dear brother, so I went to bring her as your wife. But that cruel Lakshmana, he disfigured me. So, O Ravana, king of demons, let that Sita be abducted to become your wife. You see, she never approached them for that reason. She changed her words. And she's telling you, go and you abduct her. Because she has seen how Rama had fought. And she does not have that courage, or she has a doubt. If Ravana faces Rama directly, even if, can he actually kill Rama or subdue Rama? She does not have that faith. After looking the way Rama was fought in that war. And one more thing is, this is mentioned in the Uttara Kanda, that Ravana has a soft corner for Surpanakha. Why? Because Ravana, he killed Surpanakha's husband. So he had done something, and for some reason, he killed Surpanakha's husband. But now, her sister is trying to get him a wife. So he's got that soft corner, and he's automatically more inclined to her. oh, how great is she? Although I have killed her husband, she is trying to help me. I must be very much obliged. Someone who is disfigured like this, I should go and attack him. So then he consulted his ministers for abducting Sita. And he took a chariot as radiant as a sun. And while seeing the Samudra or the ocean, he flew to Maricha's place. And on the way, when Ravana was flying, he saw a banyan tree. And that banyan, the branches of this tree were that it was stretching over for 100 yojanas in length. That means, imagine the branches of that tree are spread 800 miles. Just the branches of those trees. Okay. And we also discussed that present Earth is a shrinked version. The Earth that was there in that time was 60,000 yojanas. That means the circumference of the Earth is now, I think, how many? 6,000 miles is the circumference, or how? I don't.
Yes, just about. Actually, 12,000 miles around there.
12,000 miles, right?
Yes.
So just 12,000.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I can't hear anything. Is it the same for everyone?
Yeah, I thought I got disconnected.
Oh, Hare
Baladev
Krishna.
Prabhu?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
No,
So I
okay.
think by
Now we
mistake
can hear you.
something. Okay, where did I say the last point?
So we were we got the size of the Earth, 12,000.
Oh, size of the Earth. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll continue from there.
Ah.
So at that time, the size of the Earth was, you see, for around half a million miles was the circumference of the Earth. So this tree, just imagine, it is 800 miles. It's not a big deal. So that tree was so huge that there were sages who made their home in those woods, in the woods of that tree. So on the branches of those trees, the sages made their homes, and they were doing penance. So once what happened, we have this Garuda. He took an elephant and a mammal, a big mammal like tortoise, for its lunch, and he was about to eat them, resting on this banyan tree. But due to the weight of that big elephant and all that, the branches were breaking and falling down. And Garuda, he realized, oh, there are great sages, eminent sages like Vaikhanasas, Mashas, Valakilyas. They're doing penance, they're doing tapasya on that tree. And this branch will fall on them. So for rescuing the sages, what Garuda did, he held the tree branch with one beak. Okay. And on this tree branch, sages were doing the penance. And he carried this branch for 100 yojanas, that's 800 miles, while keeping the elephant and tortoise in his claws. And then he safely kept that branch. And that's how he protected the sages from that danger. And then, after that, in mid-air, he happily finished his lunch. So this is how that pastime was mentioned. So Ravana saw that great banyan tree. Now, after taking that darshan, then he goes. It's a plane, Pushpaka Vimana, right? He takes a plane. Then now he goes to Maricha's ashram. Okay, if you remember Maricha, he met Rama twice. And we discussed in Balakanda that he is the son of Tataka, the first demon for Rama to kill in this incarnation was a demoness, a lady. Her name was Tataka. That time he did not kill Maricha. And again, Maricha came along with his friend to kill him. But again, Rama did not kill him. So now, Maricha, he made an ashrama and he was doing tapasya. I will explain that in tomorrow's section.